Or, you see how you leaned forward when I began? That is how you know a story has already entered your bones. Add more wood. This chapter walks far, and fire must keep pace. Now listen. When Maduka of Umudora and his companions fled the mouth of the rock, they did not run like men escaping danger. They ran like men escaping knowing. There is a difference. Danger bruises the body. Knowing bruises the soul. Their footsteps scattered into the forest, but the forest did not lose them. Ohia Uche has never misplaced a secret in its life. Inside Uloenchita, the hum slowly settled, like a drumbeat returning to rest after a dance that demanded too much sweat. Torch flames straightened. Shadows relaxed their claws on the walls. Nwoye realized his palms were wet. You see now, Ezenwa said quietly, lowering himself onto one of the stone seats. Why this place was hidden? Nwoye nodded, but his thoughts were racing faster than agreement. They will talk, he said. Men like that, their mouths itch when they know something others do not. Ezenwa smiled without humor. Of course they will talk. Silence is a burden only the wise carry well. Nwoye paced the chamber, boots scraping softly against ancient earth. Then Akunma is in danger. Danger, Ezenwa repeated. No. Akunma is exposed. That word landed heavier. Outside, the forest shifted. Birds resumed cautious calls, but something in their tone had changed. Even the insects sounded alert, like messengers whispering urgent news along invisible paths. You must leave now, Ezenwa said suddenly. Nwoye stopped. Viv. After all this? Yes. Because if you stay longer, the rock will begin to speak to you more clearly. And once that happens, you will not walk out the same man. Nwoye laughed nervously. I am already not the same. Ezenwa's gaze sharpened. Not yet. Go. Before curiosity ties knots your strength cannot untangle. Reluctantly, Nwoye picked up his torch and gun. At the entrance, he hesitated. What happens to you? He asked. Ezenwa leaned back, closing his eyes. I do what I have always done. I remember for those who forgot. Nwoye wanted to ask more, but the forest nudged him forward like a hand on the back. When he stepped out, sunlight hit his face harder than expected. He blinked, disoriented. The massive rock looked ordinary again, silent, patient, pretending innocence. If not for the cool breath still brushing his calves, he might have convinced himself it was all hunger madness. He started back toward Akunma. Now hear this well, my children. A man can outrun another man. He cannot outrun a story that has been released. Before Nwoye reached the familiar footpath, Maduka had already reached Umudora. He burst into the village like a goat chased by invisible dogs, knocking over a basket of groundnuts, startling women at the stream. The rock, he shouted. The forest rock, it is real. People laughed at first. Umudora people laugh easily, it is their shield. Has hunting finally cracked your skull? One man jeered. Maduka grabbed the nearest elder, breath ragged. It breathes. It hums. There is a house beneath it. An old man guarding it like a snake guarding eggs. Laughter faded. Elders exchanged looks. Old memories stirred like embers under ash. By nightfall, Umudora Square was full. Drums were silent. Even children sensed that playtime had been postponed by something heavier. Meanwhile, in Kola, the smiling trader, his name was Chisholm, though no one trusted a smile that permanent, whispered the story differently. Shelter, he said. A place where deaths disappear. Where enemies cannot reach you. A rock that chooses favorites. Nkola listened. Nkola always listens when prophet is mentioned. By the time the moon climbed halfway into the sky, the story had already grown extra legs. In some tellings, the rope granted strength. In others, it swallowed men whole. In one particularly foolish version, it turned cowries into gold if you slept inside it. Oh, stories are like children, leave them unattended, and they embarrass you in public. Back in Akunma, Nwoye arrived home late, shoulders heavy, eyes distant. His wife Mbik took one look at him and hissed. "You went where you were not supposed to go." Nwoye froze. "How did you?" "The pot did not argue today," she snapped. "That alone is suspicious." He sat slowly, rubbing his face. The children stared at him like chicks sensing an approaching hawk. "What did the forest say to you?" Mbik asked quietly. Nwoye hesitated. Then he told her, not everything, but enough to make the air thicken. She listened without interrupting, arms folded, jaw tight. When he finished, she exhaled sharply. "So trouble has learned our house number." Before Nwoye could reply, shouting erupted outside. Voices. Many. The village square stirred like a disturbed anthill. An elder's staff struck the ground. "Nwoye of Okafor, come out." Mbik closed her eyes. Oh. They did not even let the story rest overnight. Nwoye stepped outside into torchlight and murmurs. Faces he had known all his life now studied him like strangers. "What did you find in the forest?" an elder demanded. Before Nwoye could answer, another voice cut in, from the edge of the crowd. "We know about the rock." Nwoye's heart sank. Maduka stepped forward, arms crossed, smile thin. "The forest does not belong to Akunma alone," he said loudly. "Whatever sleeps there concerns all clans." Murmurs rose. Agreement. Fear. Curiosity. Nwoye looked around and understood something painful and true. The rock had not just revealed itself. It had divided intention. And once villages begin to choose sides before understanding truth, oh, that is when stories sharpen their teeth. Rest your ears now. Because in the next chapter, you will hear how elders argue with history, how greed learns the language of righteousness, and how one decision can turn neighbors into witnesses or enemies.